guys, I hope you're still there. Sorry, there was some technical difficulties. I dropped my phone. It happens. So, sorry about that. Just see if I can get you back on the live stream. So, sorry about that. It happens, slippery hands. I have two more techniques to show you. So hopefully you'll be able to tune in again. Friday, if you can see me, please grab the link to this video to just continue the live stream. If you don't find the second video on Mind Body Experience, you can come back to Vedic Art Ireland page on Facebook. So again, technical difficulties. But yes, we're back to paint pouring. So we've done a flip cup. Now what we're going to do next, we're going to do a string pull. So for string pull, we basically do another flip cup background. Just use maybe two colors. Don't use too many colors for the background. So we're just going to do a little flip cup background for the string pull. Now I'll give you guys a couple minutes to get ready to just get back on this. And so again, you need the cup and you need a piece of string. Like I think this is a thread, something I found in the shop. So we're going to do a background first, and for this one, I want to use a white background. Actually, we're not going to do a flip cup. We're going to do something else because I want you to see the tree ring pour as well. So the tree ring is going to be used as a background for string pull. So we'll use white at the bottom. So the base color doesn't have silicone oil. Okay, we'll use our lovely blue. And just take a look at the cells forming there already. And what other color should we use? Something light. So purple. Let's use purple. So white, blue, purple. Okay. And maybe we'll use a little bit of silver. Now it's nice to have those reflected colors as well in your pour, because then they shine really nicely once the painting is dry. I just use a tiny bit of silver. I want you guys to see the colors. There we go. Okay, so we're just going to do a tree ring background first, and then we're going to use the string pull. So for the tree ring, you just flip the cup lightly, okay? And starting from the middle, you just allow the paint to pour out slowly, just making little circles all around. There we go. Just add a little bit to the corners. And just allow the paint to flow out a tiny bit to cover the corners. Why is it called a tree ring? I'll show you in a minute. I'll just move the camera a tiny bit closer. I hope not to drop it again. I'll do my best. So it's called a tree ring because it looks as though you cut a tree in the middle. So that's the tree ring pour. Again, very simple. There we go. So what you can do, you can leave it this way and then you have your tree ring pour. You can use your torch or a hair dryer to create more cells, but because we're doing a string pull, I don't want to change the background. I don't want to add too many cells. So we'll leave it the way it is. And then how do we pull the string? So it's good to have a little container there. Just any plastic containers. I reuse everything, so if I get, like I think this is from my dog's food. And then you use one of your base colors, so either black or white, but because the background there is has some white, I'm going to use the black. And just pour a little bit of black into your plastic container. And then just put your string into it. Make sure you cover the string with the black color. So getting some of the paint on to the string, right? And just separating the string there. So leaving a little bit of paint on it. But it cannot be dripping because it's going to drip onto your background. And what we're going to do now is very gently do a little zigzag with the string on your still wet background. Okay. So just put the string there. There we go. Just a little zigzag there, and we end by doing a little straight line, and then we pull. There we go. And we have a little flower forming there, but I'm going to do another one. So getting more paint onto the string, and be careful not to get any knots on your string as I just did. Okay. So we do another little zigzag there, and pull. And we'll do another little zigzag there. And pull. And you could do a few of those if you like. So we'll do another one here. And I think I want to do the middle one again, because as I have said, like with paint pouring, the paint kind of moves, so even though you had something at the beginning, it may disappear. So I'm just going to go over this again, just a little bit. There we go. Okay, so this is a string pull. And I'm just going to wipe my hands and show this closer, what it looks like right now, but it's going to change. As I said, like paint pouring always changes, always moves. So you have a couple flowers there, but what we're going to do is use the torch now to create some cells just around the flower. So so I want to leave the stems there of the flowers, and just do a little few bubbles here and there, just on the top. I don't want to touch the stems. There we go. I think I'm gonna leave it this way. So again, I'll get this closer for you guys to look. There we go. So with the string pull, there we go. You can do all different kinds of flowers and use more colors, and anyways, so this is it right now, and I'm going to put it to the side to dry, and we'll see what it looks like later on. So there's an abundance of trays here, and I'm just going to put it to the side to dry. There we go. Right. So we've done two different techniques, and I want to show you the third one, which is the swipe. And this one is the hardest one that I have found so far. Well, there's some other more complicated ones, but I haven't. I don't think I want to show them to you just yet because it may be too overwhelming. But we're going to do the swipe. So for the swipe, because I have a long canvas, I like to use just dish rack upside down, and just to make sure that it's parallel to the ground. So this one is really cool. So I use long canvas for the swipe. And what else you need for the swipe is just something like some people use plastic sheet. I like to use, I don't even know what it is. I think it was part of the package of something I bought. So this is a piece of plastic, and then I can wipe it off and reuse it again and again. So it's not very thick, it's kind of thin, but it's flat. So we're going to do the swipe now. So now for the swipe, we're not using a cup anymore. We use the paints separately, so we don't put them all together in the cup, and we start with our colors. So I want to finish using this blue color that we started with. So you're going, again, you can choose a few more colors for this, maybe 5 or 6. And what we're going to do little zigzags on the canvas. Now leave the sides untouched, because the sides we're going to use for the base color. So just starting with your color, just doing little zigzags. There we go. So the blue color is gone. And what other colors should we use? Okay, I have dark blue. I kind of feel blue and purpley today. And then create another zigzag just around the one that you've done. And be generous with the paint. And this way we're going to fill up the canvas with your colors. I'm going to use this one. Maybe something for the contrast. Orange, no. We'll do a dark purple. So now we have a few zigzags, and we're just going to fill up those few empty spaces there. I think we need another light color. So we can can use nice pink. Just going to put the pink in those empty spaces there. As you see, there's nothing happening yet. And then we use our base color. I'm going to use black because I can't seem to find white paint anywhere in the stores. Oh, drop something there. Black and white paint have been sold out throughout the lockdown. Okay, so now we use our base color, and you basically go around the colors that you already put on your canvas. Now it doesn't seem to be leveled because it's going to the side there. So make sure to get enough of your base color to go all the way to the edges, right? As you can see, this one is really messy. Okay. I need to make sure that we get the paint all the way there. It's time to swipe, but the side of the painting you're going to start the swiping from, it needs to have a little bit of excess base paint. There we go. Okay, and the swipe itself, you need to be very, very gentle with it. So it's you just touch your swipe piece, or whatever you call it, swipe tool, to the side, and gently flipping. You're going to be pulling the paint in a zigzag motion, so make sure that it's touching the surface but you're not pressing too hard. Okay. Wow. There we go, and check this out. Now there's cells forming already. We don't need anything extra here. We don't need to heat it up because with the swipe, the cells are just showing up on their own. Just take a look here. They're just popping on the surface on their own, and I find this so magical. Like, this is so cool. It's like the coolest thing that I've seen. Okay. So while we're waiting for the cells to show up, just need to make sure that the sides are covered. So you can use the excess paint that was just there. Just kind of dripped off to cover the sides. There we go. So with this white painting, you can just leave it and see what cells are going to show up, and it may take, you know, the painting may change in the next 10, 15, 30 minutes, or you can move it a bit. And just allow some things to drip. Make the cells a bit wider and keep the colors that you like. Okay. There we go. I kind of like it this way. Now there's a lot of paint here, so I don't want to move it too much, but that's what it looks like right now. So I can just leave it to dry. Or I think I may want a few more cells. So maybe I'll use my torch just a little bit in a few spots. And we'll see what happens. If you use the torch a bit too much, you can have those empty spaces there. You're not supposed to touch the surface because then you destroy the cells. I can see there's a couple of places there that has no paint at all. So I'm just going to leave it there. And we'll see what happens after a couple hours. I'm going to have to let it dry for a few hours, and I think maybe I'll post the pictures on the page or in the comments. I don't know if I can post pictures in the comments on the live video, but I'll see. And that way you can see what the painting is going to look like after a few hours. See, I already took off my my gloves there, and that's what I usually do. I take off my gloves and I'm like, oh, maybe I can do something else there. So I want to give you a closer look to the things that we've done earlier and why we call it the art of letting go. So I'm just going to take the camera, and I hope I don't drop it. Okay. Okay, hi there guys. Okay, I didn't drop it this time. So the paintings that we've done, the first painting, just going to flip this there. So this is the first painting that we did, and this is what it looks like right now. So it's still drying, so it may still change. And the second painting that we did with the string pull, as you can see, we've done, I was trying to do a few flowers, but it has moved, so the flowers are gone. And this is the swipe, which is still very wet. Well, there's a few nice places there. Okay. So back to me. I'm not going to put this onto the tripod anymore because I'm going to drop the phone again. So yeah, those are a few of the techniques I wanted to show with you guys, and I think you can see why we call it the art of letting go. Why I call it the art of letting go, because I intended to do flowers, for example, in the string pull, and they just didn't show up. They showed up at the beginning, but then the paint moved and they're gone. So what I can do now, I could get frustrated that it didn't come out the way I wanted to, or I can accept the fact that this is the way the paint works. This is the paint pour, and that's where the paint wanted to go. So I'm going to leave it the way it is. I'm going to let it dry. I'm going to see how the paint is going to move in the next few hours as it dries. And later on, I'm going to look at the result and I'm going to appreciate what I've done during the process of creating this painting. A big part of this process today was showing you how to do different techniques. So I am satisfied with the process. I am really happy from the fact that I was playing with the colors, and I will be happy with the result, whatever it is, whatever is going to come to be. So I cannot show you the end result yet, but I'm going to post the pictures either on Vedic Art Ireland page or under the comments in this video if I can. We'll see. So I hope that you enjoyed this presentation. This is all done in my home environment, so it's not a professional studio, but you can create a little art area for yourself in your home as well. Just make sure to cover everything, because well, maybe I will show you what it looks like. So this is around the table there where I was doing paint pouring, so if I didn't have it covered, it would be all over my table, all over my floor. So make sure you cover the surface that you're working on, and get some cheap paints, get some PVA glue, like everything that I've showed you. This is it's all simple supplies, not expensive supplies, and everyone can give it a try and just have fun with it. I mean, have fun with it, guys. Creativity is all about having fun and figuring out what it is that you want to express, what it is that you like to do, what makes your inner child smile. Have fun with it, enjoy it. So this is all for today. Now if you want to find out, okay, no, that's a bit shaky, I'm just going to put it here. Now if you want to find out a bit more about other courses that I'm doing, you can go to www.vedicart.ie. So you can read about Vedic art courses. Those courses are a bit longer than paint pouring. You can go to YouTube. There is a link on my website to my YouTube channel. There's a lot of videos of doing other paint pours or some other talks that I've done. And you can also find me on my therapy website, which is lorelaiidali.com. And I'm going to do another live presentation this afternoon at 6 p.m. and that's going to be an online art show, so online art auction. So I'll show you some of the paintings that I've done. I'll tell you stories about those paintings, and if you like the paintings that you see, maybe some of them are meant for you. So if you have time, tune in at 6 o'clock tonight, either on Vedic Art Ireland Facebook page or on Mind Body Experience online experience website. So thank you all for watching today. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will speak to you soon. Bye!